Welcome to Silver Pro, sponsored by SD Bullion. I'm your host, Yankee Stacking. I'm joined by my great co-host, Silver Dragons.
What's up? Happy to be here.
Today, we're going to discuss why stacking silver may not be right for you.
Hold up.
What?
Why stacking silver would not be right for you? Isn't that kind of a weird topic for silver pros, Yankee?
Yeah, I know, but you feel free to argue the points with me, SD. What do you think?
I mean, that's pretty much what I always do on these, so I'm game.
You do. Let's start with the first point. I think that stacking silver might not be right for you if you've got trouble with physical storage space. Okay, if you've got, especially if you've got a lot of cash that you want to park into precious metals, maybe physical silver isn't the right choice. I mean, I did a recent video on the silver and gold percentages that you might want to buy depending on your budget, and physical space was a concern. What do you think?
So when you say space, are you talking about like I don't have room in my safe or my vault? I mean,
yeah.
What exactly?
Okay, fine. What if you lived in a studio apartment? Or, and you didn't have people that you could trust.
Got a bunch of roommates.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, if you buy gold, you're going to want to store that in your apartment as well. So hopefully you live in a, pretty decent place. But yeah, I do see what you're saying. Silver takes up way more space than gold. And that could be a consideration for some. But I think if you are going to want to barter with your metals, or if that's a concern for you, silver is such a great option that you should have some. Now, you don't need to go crazy, put $100,000 into silver tomorrow. But if you have some of the smaller fractional stuff, like your silver dimes, silver quarters, these could really serve you well. So you don't need to go crazy on silver. I agree. Gold is much more dense. You can fit a lot more value into gold. So yeah, that might be your primary concern, but I would say don't discount silver altogether.
Here's my second one, SD. I don't think you should buy silver if you have a short-term investment horizon.
Oh, I kind of agree on that one.
Okay, good. We run into this a lot. People look at silver not as money, but a way to get rich quick.
Typically, if you buy and then you need to resell in the near future, you could actually lose a little bit because of the premiums and stuff like that. And so silver and gold both are really a long-term wealth preservation tool. So yeah, if you need liquid cash, you want to get in, get out, then yeah, do not buy precious metals. They're not for you. So we agree on that one, Yankee.
Yeah, silver's money, right? It's insurance. Wealth insurance, much more than it is a traditional investment. All right, so we agreed. Let's see if we agree on the next one, SD.
Okay.
All right, so I don't think silver might be right for you if you can't stand the price volatility. I mean, look what just happened to the spot price of silver just today, let alone this week. Maybe it's not right for you if you can't stand seeing that spot price drop.
Well, I mean, I think you do bring up a good point. For those of the members of the community that are in their later years, we shall say, gold seems to be more popular, seems to be a better option because, yes, it is less volatile than silver. However, I think volatility can be a good thing, especially if you have a lot of years to stack, right? You can buy the dips and ride the upswing. You can trade between silver and gold potentially, get more metal in your stack. So I actually like the volatility. But yeah, I mean, if you're thinking about retirement or thinking about actually having to use your metals to cash them out and pay for things or whatever, I mean, yeah, gold is probably a better option at that point.
All right, so kind of agreement there.
A little bit. I suppose it just depends on your circumstance. For some people, yes.
Right.
But I think for the majority of us, we could stand a little volatility with silver.
Right.
And I think it's probably going to be on the upswing later this year and into next year. So I'm seeing now as a great buying opportunity. I think keep on dollar cost averaging and you can't really go wrong.
Here's another one why I think silver stacking might not be right for you, and it's just one word, dude. One word. Premiums.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. If we look at historically the ratio between silver and gold, it's out of whack. It's saying that silver's undervalued. So the premiums are sort of helping to bring silver to where it should be, in my opinion. They're bringing it a little bit closer from a ratio standpoint. I still think silver is actually pretty cheap right now, even with the premiums attached. But you do bring up a really good point, because the premium on gold from a percentage standpoint is typically way lower than that of silver. But I don't really think that's a reason you shouldn't buy.
And I'm thinking about our international stackers, right? The people in other places where they have the value added tax, a VAT. Silver can be ridiculously expensive to stack.
Yeah, I guess if you live in the UK and you have to pay that VAT on silver, but not on gold, then yeah, gold looks a little bit more enticing, right?
Right.
But it doesn't mean you shouldn't stack silver altogether. You just need to be careful, probably buy less of it. But yeah, I still think you can diversify into silver. Absolutely.
And looking for sales, being a smart stacker, a silver pro, right, can be important when the premiums are high. In fact, I bought 20 silver sovereigns on sale today. I'm looking to grab more silver, so I still like it.
Ooh.
And check out the deal that's going on right now at SD Bullion. I'm going to bring this up. This is a gorgeous silver round from the Scottsdale Mint, the Cowboy silver round.
I love it. I know that they have the special introductory pricing right now, so I would say probably get it sooner than later if you want to pick some up. They've got lots of security features. They're gorgeous, and they're actually cheaper than the rounds at my local coin shop. I was down there today.
Yep.
They were selling just regular buffaloes for $30 a round. So this is a better deal than even that. So I love them. I think they're a great thing to be stacking right now for sure.
See, that's the key, guys. You have to be a smart stacker looking for the deals, especially with the premiums being so high.
In my opinion, you just keep on dollar cost averaging, buy a little bit every week or every other week or whatever your strategy is, and it will all even out in the end.
All right, I'm going to give you one last reason why stacking silver may not be right for you, SD. And I hear this a lot. Manipulation. And if you really believe that the manipulation is never going to end, maybe you shouldn't stack it.
I don't know. I think that's a pretty weak reason to not. I mean, all the people who actually got charged with crimes for manipulating the silver market also got charged for manipulating the gold market, platinum. They were spoofing all the precious metals. It wasn't just silver. So I do agree silver seems to be more manipulated, and there's probably more potential for manipulation when it comes to silver. But I would say that's not a reason to not stack it. And I certainly think that whole system could crumble at some point. And once, silver and gold can both trade freely, wow, who knows how high they could go at that point. So.
All right. I gave my best shot, man. Do you have any reasons why silver stacking may not be right for someone?
Yeah, I came up with a few, and I actually did a video on this a while back. But one of the reasons is that if you have a lot of credit card debt, I would say probably try and pay that down first. Now, you can stack a little bit, try and get to that 40-ounce minimum, and then work on the credit cards. That's what I think you should do. And what do you think, Yankee? If someone has a lot of credit card debt, should they maybe focus on that first?
That's a good call out. I totally agree. Take care of especially the high interest ones, the consumer debt. If you have a mortgage, you probably still should be stacking. But yeah, if you got a lot of expensive credit card debt, get rid of that first.
Yeah, and then also just if you have no cash savings for an emergency, you should build that up a little bit first. I like to have at least $1,000 in cash, right? In physical bills, $50 bills or whatever, just in case I need to spend it on something. Because if you have to sell your silver, then like we talked about before, you could take a little bit of a hit. So get that small cash savings up first. And then I say, go to town, feel free to stack. But those are kind of the only things I could think about.
Excellent. All right. Let us know what you think in the comments if you think silver is maybe not right for you at this time. And we'll see you next time on Silver Pros.
Stack like a pro.